how bad we wanted a shower.
Let's leave everything and go traveling. See what tomorrow brings. It's only a choice away. Let's back up and leave today. Let's see what tomorrow brings.
Welcome back. In the last episode, we crossed the border into Chile and made it across the Strait of Magellan. Now we find ourselves on the island of Tierra del Fuego, making our way to quite literally the end of the road, the farthest point south you can drive. Tierra del Fuego got its name, which translates to Land of Fire, because during Ferdinand Magellan's exploration of the area, his party spotted so many fires built by the natives. Today, we saw no fires, just lots of wind and rain. And just like that, back in Argentina. We're in Chile for about 2 hours at most, I think.
It was majestic.
Beautiful. But now we're back into Argentina. We drove for most of the day in a barren landscape, wondering where we would be able to hide from the wind. But, mercifully, we started to see some foliage, and eventually we made it to a place we could tuck into some trees for the night, right here. In the morning, we awoke to a little bit of sun. Today was the day we had so long thought of. We were on the doorstep of the end of the road. We had come so far.
So our first fuel pump, not Toyota fuel pump, auxiliary tank, cheapo fuel pump, lasted a year and a half, pumped thousands of gallons, and then died. This one lasted, what do you think it's been, 4 months?
Yeah.
And really we haven't been using it as much now, so that's kind of frustrating. But of course, while we know in the next few days we're going to need the auxiliary tank, and I see pavement here, so I'm going to change it now. I don't want to change it when we need it, and I'll probably be laying in the mud then. So,
Thank you, Chris, for bringing us a new fuel pump, because we need it now. Tim made quick work of swapping the fuel pump, and we were back on the road in no time. This drive was seriously beautiful. I was blown away with how green and lush the landscape was. I'm not sure why, but in my mind I had pictured this area as desolate, which, as you can see, it's not. And the road is actually a very decent road. Not to mention we saw road crews out here working to widen the road, so I have a feeling it will soon be a very, very decent road, which honestly bums me out a little. Anyway, the unexpected beauty out here made it all the more amazing. And before we knew it, we were almost to the end of the road. The road ends at a naval communications station, so we parked, said hello, then took in our surroundings. We did it. Goose got us here. We got us here. It's pretty cool.
It is.
Quite chilly.
Very chilly. But it's amazing. I mean, this is literally as far south as we can drive without putting pontoons on Goose. And that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. It's an actually pretty easy drive out here. I thought it would be worse from
it was
reviews on
same old
Overlander.
4 hours minimum each way.
Dangerous.
It was less than an hour and a half. We were cooking, but call it 2 hours.
Yeah.
Conservatively driving.
And we've had very little wind, and there's actually forest that you're driving through, so it's
Killer camping all along here.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Really
Beautiful.
pretty. Not what I expected, honestly.
No. I thought it was barren landscape. As you can tell, we're pretty exhausted though too. We've been sleeping inside the truck for 5 days now.
Yeah.
Which is, we've only done it 6 times the whole trip, right? One other time, and then the last 5.
Yeah.
Because of wind or weather. And so, in that sense, we're excited to get back into forests and back out of this super southern area. But I'm excited to go into Ushuaia and get a beer because we haven't been in a town now in a while.
No. But yeah, kind of a weird feeling. Like we're not done with the trip, but we're
Can't go
as
any
far
further
down
south.
as we're gonna go.
We have just all of Chile, a really
Yeah.
big, tall country to get through. So
Lots of pretty stuff.
yeah, amazing. Really cold.
Yeah. We can go sit in Goose now.
I'm trying to send a message. Bottom of the world, as far south as we can go. Or should I say as far south as Goose can go?
Yeah.
You could go further.
After a few selfies and taking some time to just take in the moment and the place ourselves, we hopped back into the warmth of Goose and headed back down the road to find a nice place to have some lunch. Alright, we found a good place to stop. Pull over for some lunch, maybe a celebration beer, and look at the view and just enjoy the nice weather. It smells so good here. Got the pines and then the ocean, and all the birds are singing. Not too bad.
It's been a long time coming. Hard to believe. Yeah, this whole area. So to go through this channel, of course, you've got to just build with
Thought I'd just tell you guys how it feels to me to be here at the end of the world. And it's kind of funny because I thought it would feel a lot different than it does, getting here kind of like to a goal, I guess. And today it doesn't feel that way to me. It feels like the beginning of something and not the end of something. I don't know how else to explain it other than that. It doesn't feel like we did it, we're finished. It's cool that we're here. But I don't know. It's more exciting to me of all the adventures that are to come, I think, than that this one is sort of winding its way down. We still have a lot to go see, and in no way is this one done. But yeah, feels a lot different than I thought it would. After lunch, the clouds broke for a little bit, and we continued back down the road. We wanted to find a spot for the night a little further off the road. It's so cool to see that people sailed here. I mean, obviously it's
all the time, but
yeah, it's cool to see.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, maybe someday we'll sail here.
Amazing.
If you look off in the distance across the water, you can just make out Ushuaia. We managed to find a place to camp well off the road, safe from the wind, and it even had a natural sound machine flowing by. We made some popcorn and snuggled into bed. There was just one last thing we had to do before we left the end of the world.
Ah, this is stupid.
So stupid.
So, we are at the southern tip of the world, right? Not the actual point. There's a naval station, and it seemed awkward to take your clothes off and go jumping in the ocean there. So, we are looking across the bay at Ushuaia, We are on a beach over here where we camped last night, and we're going to head into Ushuaia today and see the big sign that says you're at the end of the world. But for some reason, we felt like jumping in. It's insane. It's glacial water. We're
So
looking up
cold.
at glaciers and snow-capped mountains. I don't know. I mean, we've wanted a few times to jump in the ice-cold water, and we have.
Yeah.
But this one seems more important than the others. Important. Very important things.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's very stupid.
Yeah.
So, come
That's
along
why
with
we're
us
gonna do it.
as we jump in. And then the rest of the day
Freeze
we
our
sit.
butts off.
I have the heater going in here. It's like sweating hot, in fact. Too hot.
Yeah.
But that's exactly how I want it. I'm going to leave the truck running. And then we're just going to jump back in and spend the rest of the day trying to warm up.
Yep.
All right.
But still good. Not the best idea we've ever had, though. That's how bad we wanted to shower. Well, that's it for this episode. We made it to the tip of South America. That's so crazy. For me, it's never about the destination, and as cliche as it sounds, it really is about the journey. The random places, that's where my passion is. But getting here is pretty cool. A place we had been dreaming about since before we quit our jobs, asked ourselves what we were waiting for, and jumped into Goose. A place that felt so far away. We had dreamed of changing our lives, and here it felt like a dream realized. Traveling has opened up my eyes to so much more than I ever could have imagined. It has inspired me. You guys have inspired me. Life is pretty amazing. So yeah, thank you for coming along, and don't be afraid to follow your dreams. Sometimes they do come true. In the wise words of Walt Disney, dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. What dreams do you want to pursue? Anyway, thank you all for coming along. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you can see when we post new videos, and join us next time as we check out Ushuaia. Then start making our way north to see what Chile has to offer. Spoiler alert, it has a lot to offer. See you next time.